the king of Bohemia, who is very distressed and comes searching for someone he's never met before, Sherlock Holmes, to get him to help him retrieve a photograph that was taken when he was enamored and was dating, sort of singing, famous opera singer Irene Adler. And it seems like a very slim, thin ploy, but he fears that if he doesn't get that photograph back, then his wedding, upcoming wedding to the daughter of the King of Scandinavia, is going to be blown. And so he comes to get that, and of course Holmes takes off to do what he does, which is to solve little riddles and crimes. You can almost hear the tongue-in-cheek of Conan Doyle and Gillette, who of course did the original, and then Stephen Dietz, a contemporary American playwright, University of Texas professor, is the one who adapted this. So you have to play it straight, but still, the way it's written, it tends to come off a little hyperbolic. There are so many of those, it's unbelievable. Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and then into the evening hours, we used to watch NYPD Blue with Sipowicz and whatever. I mean, and Law and Order, which has had a terrific run. All of that sort of thing is really melodrama. Dietz argues that Sherlock Holmes is such an interesting character, and he's so multidimensional, all the way from the need for his privacy to need for adventure, and of course, logical mind beyond belief. Well, it's the same old way you usually prepare. Get a hold of that script, get some notion, of course, of which character or characters interest you, and then prepare as best you can to come into the audition. And in case of the Civic, we do cold auditions from the script. Well, I think it's different in the sense that they don't do this much anymore. Opera is the closest thing to it, and in terms of what the Civic has done in recent years, a couple of years ago, the closest thing would be Jekyll and Hyde, which, if you take away the fact that that's a musical version, still, if you were to do the play or the film, of course there have been several film versions of it, one most famous with Spencer Tracy, you're dealing again with kind of overblown, so that it really is a little extreme. It's very much a different experience, I think, than most actors these days would get or see. The really talented interns that we have here, and you know that. And in this case, I don't know her that well. I just met her because just working with her, Heidi Larson, and she has really designed this thing in a very elaborate fashion with a false proscenium, and she's drawing heavily from a lot of Da Vinci's design work and ways that he worked. And this false proscenium within that will be multispaces, and it's going to be an environment that in which you could do, I think, Dickens or Poe. It has all the foggy stuff and hazy, and certainly the mysterioso that's required. And clearly what they're working on and what she's designing, that will work very well. I don't know that there is a theme. I think Dietz, in his little preface, which you may or may not have seen in the play, that he says it's just fun to watch criminals get caught.